It's been so long since you texted me. I finally took a break and now I feel like I'm on ecstasy. You said what my word means to me will one day be the death of me. They tried to kill me once, but darling, you just resurrected me. Beach me, baby. Call my phone and say you need me, baby. I'm so green, you gotta teach me, baby. From Vancouver, you a BC, baby. Pull up, Maybach, beep, beep, baby. And my shit came with the heat seats, baby. Swear my label gotta free me, baby. Blow on me just like some green tea, baby. Hey, hey, hey. Buried alive, someone come dig me up. If I call up your shorty right now, she picking up. You boys got big on my name, that's big enough. We know how you OGs rockin' already, my nigga, the jig is up. They say the truth will set you free, well mine is gon' stream while you watching HD. They say that karma could take an eternity, yours is dropping the same night as me. Funny thing is that they ain't gon' compete. You gon' get yours while I'm doing me. You gon' get yours while I'm doing me.
Hey Johnny, shut the fuck up.
Teach me, baby. Call my phone and say you need me, baby. Thought they had me in a deep sleep, baby. I'm still scorching hot in these streets, baby. Pull up, Maybach, beep, beep, baby. And my shit came with the heat seats, baby. See-through shirt, I get a sneak peek, baby. Blow on me just like some green tea, baby. Hey, hey. Tired of all of y'all telling me niggas is real. Pussy, I know when it's real. You only come home to pose and pop off a look, but you forgot how I feel. Shot-town popping up here, go on a drill, looking for someone to kill. White kids listen to you, cause they feel some guilt, and that's how your soul gets fulfilled. Handing out turkeys on camera inside of your hood, then you go back to the hills. How many houses you build? How many souls did you heal off the back of your deal? Difference between niggas getting you out of your deal and letting you out of your deal. Damn, against your will, how many new names do you got on your will? Damn, how many more times is y'all gonna keep calling it soft when it's silk? Damn, how many more interviews y'all gonna do just to get ice to chill? Damn. They tryna cover it up like a quilt. Rari go skirt on a boy like a kilt. Kept it 100 on paper like Wilt. Tricking it off on a paying a bill. That's just how I do the sauce in a spill. These hoes know how I pop it for real. These hoes know how I pop it for real. Yeah. 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 I made way too much in a week. Must be 250 at least. Like the money just grew off a tree. Like the money just came in for free. For real. Yeah. MRI machine scanning my knee. Like how long you been running the streets for real. Yeah. She just text me like we. We in Paris like 200 deep for real. And I went bought a whip for my brother. Same body but two different colors. And I might just tell Kyle get another. Small price cause he kept it 100. And I might book a flight out to London.
Hey Johnny, shut the fuck up. Fuck up.
For the city though.
Good morning, chat. Good morning, good morning. Gotta light the tower up for this. Yeah. Okay. Out in the six, I'm a national treasure. The niggas that bad me gon' bad me forever. R.I.P. Kobe, but y'all niggas brokey. That's probably why y'all be shacking together. Capo and Leader got habits together. Like couples vacation, they packing together. Like rushing to finish, they'll slap it together. The charges like COVID, they'll catch it together. They hate me so much, it's a sickening thing. They must have heard wrong on the call. I sent them a sack cause I wanted you shipped to the king. When you was a part of the team, we used to be planning our Mexico trip in the spring. We must have been dealing in spur of the moment. Cause why did we think you could get us a ring? They bragging about how you went home, the fucker they ain't on. Cody, we threw him away. G-Pop sent us a real one from Dago, and next thing we knew we was doing parades. Fuck all you pussy man who could relate. Might just go take me a walk by the sea. They diss on a boy till they blue in the face. I put all them faces that's blue in the safe. Really can't find me the words, you niggas is birds. I wish that I knew what to say. Movie a block, I don't see a face. Your first time back since back in the day. First time lit since back in the day. We needed that chip since back in the day. My mind on the money, I'm racking my brain. And none of you pussies is acting the same. Yeah, none of you pussies is acting the same. None of you pussies is acting the same. Mind on my money, I'm racking my brain. Go to the hotel right after your game. Come to your show and get back on the plane. But don't stick around in the six. Don't stick around in the six. Yeah, we gotta dip out of six, run out of six, just like it did. Why was TPS at my crib until you boy slid? It is what it is. Check signing is my kink, pushing out ink, I feel like a squid. I would probably need a YouTube search just for me to do a laundry load. Alex Moss trying to bring me back 100 years from now, he got my body froze. All these niggas want a head tap, I did more damage off a body blow. I can hit you off the iPhone, shit, let me hit you off the lobby phone. Niggas gotta be around, head on swivel, cause we are not alone. Niggas gotta be around ice on the same shit like we monotone. Niggas gotta be around ice with the sticks, I'm like a hockey coach. Niggas better have a bag with a pipe like they came from a... What? Bag with a pipe like they came from a Scottish home. Damn way niggas talking about ice must be a cell on microphone. How you niggas go from asking for some tickets, now you niggas trying to stop the show. Ironic cause the ice man was a nice man, now I'm hot and cold. We gotta dip out of six, run out of six, just like it did. Why was TPS at my crib until you boy slid? It is what it is. Check signing is my kink, pushing out ink, I feel like a squid.
Good morning, Tap. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Okay.
Good morning, everybody. Everybody. What's up, Penzi? I'm mudded.
Mud. Some idiot boy.
Alright. Alright. What's up, SK? SKGB. Multi-Sate, Shaheem, Max Stevens. Good morning, what's up? Chat, we have a new month here, man. June. June. Last month of the quarter, too. But, yeah, we got some, I think we have some red folders today. We got some ISM, manufacturing PMI. And then throughout the week, what else do you got? You got, on Tuesday, Wednesday, ISM, services, PMI, ADP, non-farm equipment change. And then Friday, NFP. So, pretty big week. Pretty big week. Hopefully it's consistent though, right? Like throughout the week. I think last week wasn't as consistent. All right, man. Let's go. Let's go. You caught a fat trade last night, is it? W trade. What'd you get? What's up, Price? Trade from Friday, bounce and hit TP yesterday after market open. What, your EU trade? All right. Not bad. See what we got here. Okay. Okay. All right, chat. So we have. You know what? Let me just start with lo-fi. Okay. So yeah, we have a daily candle closure that closed bullish yesterday. And for those that aren't subbed to the email, I suggest you sub. I posted the analysis yesterday for the week and just for the month or just for the day yesterday under the email subs. But yeah, I mentioned how we have this leg candle on Friday that closed leg candle. So it's a bullish leg candle and you expect like a wick to be filled. But the issue with that was there was no initial move to start it, right? Because you need everything to kind of form before you get the leg candle or before you come to the conclusion of a leg candle fill. So what ended up happening was price came up on Friday, right? This is the range that we were kind of in. And then you can see you close below and then close right back into the range. There's a leg candle right here. And then Friday's candle just made its way up, right? There's no bottom wick, no structure or anything forming. It was just a straight move. And then on market opening, it looks like you had low top wick, right? 250, and then you shot down for a bottom wick. So this is the range you're in, meaning that technically it's still in the range, right? The only good thing about this is that you broke out first, so this should lead to a break in this cycle. Like I don't think you're in a range here for long, but from here only two things can really happen. One is you just continue up and close above, and if you do have a bottom wick here, so that could likely give you continuation. But at the same time, you can also still get a fake out, or a double fake out, because looking at the overall like move looking left, we're still kind of bearish here, right? From this move here, range, and then this can just be a lower high to continue down. And if you zoom out again, throughout all of that, you have this area here as your range, and this could also be a lower high too, right? In general, like this is your lower highs after this massive move down, right? To just continue down. That is a possibility. And if you look closely, there's also some lower highs being formed like here, here, and here, right? So those are all lower highs that could just slowly take price down to fill this wick. And I think that wick there is still gonna be a weekly leg candle. So going to weekly, right? This bullish weekly leg candle is right there. That could be a potential range. Going back to daily real quick though, right? These are two important zones right here that we had earlier. These 4, 5, 7, 7, and then you also have like a 4, 4, 6, 9, right? So this is just the range going on the smaller time frames, drop down to the 4. You can see yesterday's or Friday's move got corrected, right? So this was, I think, Friday's move over here at around like Friday NY session. It shot up, right? On Friday, I think that was a 700 pip push, and then the whole thing got corrected already. It doesn't look like it moved down too strong though, because this took a long time to go down. So I wonder if we can get wick entry buys, because if this is a slow move down, the moment you get some type of spike, if you do get continuation, you can look for wick entry ideas, and you're approaching a pretty decent zone within these areas here, right between 44.80 and 44.40. So that is also the bottom of the daily range too, right? Bottom of the daily range right there. So yeah, going back to these time frames here, the move from Friday got corrected and there was no structure, right? I wanted to see if you could have like opened up for the week to get a top wick before coming down, because then this move coming down will be a lot stronger. But since it was a very weak move down and there hasn't been any pullbacks here, right? Like there's been like small ones, but nothing too major, nothing that could tell me that it's confirmed liquidity. Any given point that can still happen. So yes, you could still correct it, like you could still pop up just to pop back into the range and continue down, because these are now like your lower highs and lower highs. Or you can just continue pushing down like the same way you've been doing, where just, you know, slowly make its way down, and then we can get wick entry ideas, because this could lead to a correction, right? This could still be a 1-2 pop correction back up, because you're still overall, or not overall, but you're still bullish from last Thursday and Friday, right? You're still following this move here, and that structure doesn't break until here. So we won't really know if this is going to be bearish yet off of this move, right? It would be nice if you had a top wick. That would have given us a much better idea. But looking at this move, you still need to break below here and then close below and then hold. If you can close below 4469 and hold, then that could be continuations to make our way down towards the next zone, right? Which are these areas down here. But this is gonna be key, right? 4469. So I'm gonna have that marked up. Let's see, what else can I move it? Maybe a little lower, around here. I say right around there should be good, right? We'll move it to 4462. What's up, Jordy? Right, move it down to 4462, and then this is your support zone, and then your major resistance is up there, 4577. You have a minor zone right here as well, no top wick zone that we've been eyeing for the last couple of days, 4609. But yeah, 4577 should be pretty good. So put that there. What up, John? And then now we have a range, right? Now we got this range from here to here. This is your resistance, this is your support. Resistance plus support equals range, right? So now this is the range we're in, and it's just a matter if we can break below 4462 to continue down, right? Until then, anything above these areas could still reject, right? Which is why we could be getting wick entry buys. Wick entry buys could be a thing if you do shoot down towards 4462 within like a quick or without creating too much structure, right? So the same cycle that has been moving in like throughout this entire bear move from Friday till now, if it continues doing the same thing, then there'll be no difference. As you approach a major zone, you should get a reaction, right? So I think the ranges from here to here is like 130, 180, right? From like this support up to like the next minor zone. So it gives you enough range for a wick entry buy idea, right? But just as long as you don't get top wicks or anything on the way down, you should be good. All right, chat. So yeah, and then continuation are below 4462. And that's basically it for now. Above 4577 we'll talk more about later on, but if that does correct, then this could be your higher low to continue up, right? That is a possibility, but still very far. I think like at least 800 pips, right? And then from where we are down to the wick entry is like 320, so I think that's doable. I just don't know if we're gonna reject beforehand, because it could reject off of here, 4483. No bottom wick zone too. I think I'll leave it down here though. Alright, chat. I'm just gonna copy this over. So we have 40. Go to Enzo. 4577, 4462. And then we got 4609, 45 or 4483. All right. You got a Discord? Yeah, but it's not open yet. It's not open yet. Well, it's open. It just hasn't been sent to the public yet. All right. Wow, this thing is pushing down pretty decent here. What's up, player? 50 pip push. Interesting. What's up, Gremlin?
I start missing Virgil. He'd be sick if he was witnessing this shit in person. All these pussy niggas tripping like they clipped a hurdle. All these pussy niggas acting like
What'd you get? Caught a fat trade last night, 19 to or 45.10 to 45.03. 45.19 to 45.03.
DJ Frisco 954.
What'd you get here? You just took this? Left hip? What is this? 30-minute time frame? Or 1 hour? No, that's smaller. 15? 15. Hit BE. Let's see. You entered right there. On the previous candle. So you entered right here. So you got 7 pips. Came up 20. Oh yeah, this one got you in. The second push. Probably went B around here. I think that's a good B zone. That's a pretty good B zone. Even though it hit BE, right? Barely though. Barely tapped it. But I think that's a good zone. This area going across. Check that out. What you got here? Holy. Damn, you held through this candle right here. This thing came all the way down, all the way back. And you held that. This doji right here. Damn, what was that difference? 45.503. 15 pips, really? And this move was 45.15 down to 45.05. 100 pip move. So you're like 100 on this. And then 170 on this. What's up, Stoic? Wait, how come? Wait, is this the same Stoic? No, this is a new Stoic, right? No way. Welcome to Divas on One, though, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ice. Yeah. All right, chat. Chat, good morning, man. Why is chat so quiet on YouTube over here, man? Y'all not awake yet? It's a Monday, I know. But damn, where is everybody at? Where everybody at? Y'all not locked in for the month. Come on, guys. First day of the month, yeah, sharp. Sharp. And if he said the way he really felt, I probably see his side because I'm old enough to. I'm looking at all my niggas, they say, bro, we love you. But all my words really the shit that we got volume here, man. Feel like 40 won't even listen to my words when he knows I'm in a load of trouble. I'm in a 40 pip push up. And I got a bunch of hits on my hands, see the swollen knuckles. I try to tell him it's working out for me now. He say then show your muscles. Prove to me that you're still as strong when it's only us. You bought at 44.91. Amazing, man. Absolutely amazing. I really hate those two words, they never bring peace. I'm at the Bulgaria and Turkey with my bitch and we ain't come here for no big first of the month. What's up, Toby? But all I can think about is the mountain to climb and the What was the zone again? This was, I don't have anything in between. Why is there something there? 83, 44, 83. Oh no, that was an entry example earlier. True.
This album better have some big features. Well, sorry to burst your bubble, but I'm all alone for my mental. And I've been trying to end so many people, I almost forgot the intro. Been so sure of my words that I haven't used a pencil. Been so paranoid that nothing in this world seems coincidental. Yeah. Our brother sold his chain the other
Something
day,
nice
said that someone
at the
snatched
Spurs won.
processing that shit, it got me so distracted.
Honestly, I was
think he's so desperate
chilling this weekend. I was chilling. Did anyone watch the Arsenal versus PSG game?
I can never forgive such a nefarious action. I'm still healing my own traumas. I've barely adapted. This new toxic shit I'm dropping is gonna spin till I'm radioactive. Yeah. I really make the roughest days in life look very relaxing. I don't do psychedelics because I'm too scared of a packet. Sometimes I only see myself in my therapist's glasses.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I can watch the highlights right now, but I get copyrighted. I think I got copyrighted for watching Lewandowski's last goal last week.
If that's not enough for you, well, baby, go back then. You fucking do that, the spot that I got for you, Jesus. You gave him reason to speak on my name, that's some weak shit. They texting proof to my phone.
What's up, Mark?
In pieces. You keeping your options open for real, that's some me shit. Sis, you gotta be kidding, like nephews and nieces. I keep on rescuing leeches. I can't believe it, I really can't believe it. I can't believe it. Too many wide transfers, bound to have a good girl's morals tangled. The rent-free penthouse and the Van Cleef floor bangles. And plenty more examples that had you going Dora the Explorer outside while I turned a blind eye, cause it's more than painful. Yeah. I think I also put the man in manifestation. Either I'm too numb to the shit or the city is changing. I bump into people and they act like we literally strangers. Random intrusive thought, but what happened to Taz's angels? So many people that's not around from that generation. Niggas wanna talk about a battle, I'm battling patience. Nigga, I battle frustration. I'm about to turn 40, dog, I'm battling agent. I'm battling the fact that the album ain't even dropping. Already they asses complaining. Fuck it, I battle the label. Fuck it, I'll battle the majors. I'll battle the stations till my ass is back in rotation. Shout out
My bias today? My bias today is I don't really have one right now, actually. I'm just trying to figure out if this move coming down from well, I gotta wait and see if this move from yesterday is just liquidity and you're gonna come back up to continue last week's move, or if we're gonna continue falling down below 44.62. So we can take continuation on sells. So just waiting, right? Waiting on ways to confirm this. So either that's a top wick or if that's just a push through. If this is a top wick to continue, right? Because then that's just a lower high. Or if we just get a continuation. But I don't think any of these things that just happened here is gonna make much of a difference here. Oh, coming back down again. Let's see. And we also need volume too, right? That doesn't look too bad though. Head and shoulders. I don't trade the head and shoulders, so it could be, or it could just be lower highs and break a structure. I think the issue with head and shoulders is like you look at the pattern, right? But then when you look at the volume will tell you more. Or sometimes like the micro movements in between, like let's say to make your right shoulder versus the left shoulder, because the left shoulder is going up, the right shoulder is coming down here, right? So you can tell, like looking at volume, what's still more dominant in bias. So that could lead to high probability of the entire head and shoulders play playing out, or whether this is just a higher low to make its way back up, right? Can't say it didn't surprise me. Last time I looked to my right, you niggas was standing beside me. How can some people I love hang around pussies who try me? Let's go. because this is a head and shoulders on the. I'm guessing you're looking at the 1, but then there's also same thing on the 4 too, right? 4 you can say the same, but the 4 like this is just your head, and you can your right shoulder come up, right? Hopefully not a range chat, because if this is even if this is a daily leg candle at 44.62, that's your body reaction. So you could just reject and just range it the next 2 days, right? Because that's still not the first initial reaction yet, if that were to continue. That might take a minute.
And nobody cares until they're in front of your tombstone. Y'all been on that type of timing for too long. Iceman, Tiffany, Bluestones. I done made plenty shit right at a 2 wrong shit. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
How much was this move on Thursday, Friday?
Let's go.
This is 1,300 pips.
Let's go. Let's go.
1.3.
What did I miss? When I was looking at y'all and
what up, Sadim? Or Saddam?
What did I miss?
Wouldn't be surprised if it faked and went up. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Will the news affect the price action later on? Oh yeah, there's news, right? 10 a.m. Yeah, for sure. I think it'll bring in volume. I think it's just gonna go in the direction that it's supposed to go into, but the volume would just expedite that. So that's kind of how I view news. But yeah, 10 a.m. ISM manufacturing PMI. I think they're expecting, what is this? Actual greater than forecast is good for currency, so I think they're expecting good. 53.3 over 52.7.
I tried and tried and tried to the R switch place with the I. I never forget that July, the worst that I felt in a while. I'm glad that you think that I'm
What's up, Reggie? Good morning, man.
I need you to think all these things. I got bigger than what's in my mind. I'll take it an eye for an eye. I sent a boy up to the sky. I still haven't lost any sleep, and I definitely didn't cry. Hey, yo, Gucci, get back in the ride.
30% withdrawal, chat. For the month, we withdrew 69.18 for May. So 30% of our profits for May. So account now sits at 2,528 and 08 cents.
But I also just heard that she's blind. That bitch might just switch on a dime, cause she can't even see I'm a guy. Pressure been getting applied, and I know I've been bad with replies. The lawsuit I got is fried to the R switch place with the I. They'll frame it as people retired, but we know it's a truth and a lie. And they'll act like we signing a deal when they pay me for wasting my time. And they'll act like I lost my appeal, but they'll pay me for changing their mind. They got wind of the fact I was hit, and the whole world started to chime. Not scared of no suit or no tie, cause shit, victory always been mine. If I free up my bro, gotta live with it, cause we know that that man is an innocent.
What's up, Daniel?
Saying he did the shit, but he still might come home in a little bit.
Forecast above 50 says the economy is growing, so it can have some effect today. I don't know how, but it's positive. Or for ISM manufacturing PMI.
Bobby from 6'1", bro, and he under my arm like I'm ticklish. How do they say they got classics if it's shit that you never revisited? And if that's shit you revisited, then why am I boss of the business? Niggas been talking on digital, knowing how shit can get physical. Niggas gon' see me at birds and act like they fucking invisible. If a Rolex I want about to drop, I reserve it like I'm aboriginal. 50mm president, for all the time shit got political. This album I'm never submitting it, cause I know that I'll never consider it. This might be the one year I won, cause I know how they like to position it. My bros want a mob on the stage, but I tell them boys not have some discipline. We don't even want what they giving us. Them shits don't even have no significance. They just wanna turn up with gang. They wanna turn up with the syndicate. Bro just touched down in the States. Took a jet ski from Windsor to
We got 240 in here.
41
41 likes already?
What
Already?
happened to Drake from 2009 when all of the moments was intimate? What happened to Drake with their innocence? I don't think we'll be seeing him again. Pleasure. Don't walk away.
Did you have anything? Was there a gap for Asian last night? Market opening right here. Ooh, 200 pip gap. It's not bad. And then that's not bad.
Shout out Rep 1. Yeah. Alright. You think I didn't see that you stayed silent? That's like you endorsing it all. May as well stand behind them. I stood beside you, thought there was
Let's go, bro. Don Discord out yet?
Look at me and Neeks, for instance. We know we live different lives and we've been on our separate missions. Look at how time flies. 20 years past, he's still the same guy. But I get it, you all want to be the main guy.
No.
It explains why most people die not knowing who would have stuck by their side. It doesn't even cross their mind, they just go along for the ride. They'll never know their friend's decision, friends never had to decide.
It's not out yet.
What does somebody do after doing everything you could have done for everyone? You just do what you should have done since day one. You stick with your day ones. I'm not the villain or the victim.
What's up, Damon? Damien.
What would they do to me if they ever caught me?
Yeah, it's not out. Yeah, I gotta do something on it.
Fuck that. I'm in the stew with Noel. The sun went down, we couldn't tell. There's so many opportunities, but we still here by ourselves. It's been nearly 14 years. He ain't worked with no one else, and I ain't go to no one else. That's cause there's no better team. Trust me, the owls glistening more than it's ever been. And trust me, I'm the highest that I've ever been, the greatest that they've ever seen. I've been alternating from being overseas and listening to beats, strong opinions from the weak for 400 something weeks. They deep-seated resentment is what's filling up their seats. I seen ghosts act like sheeps, co-workers turn to enemies. Damn, I got enemies, got a lot of enemies. Lot of niggas trying to drain me of my energy. Right now, me and Conductor, we got more fucking chemistry than MIT. 2 hours just start for some peace and serenity. Then it's back to Zerg for the OVO supremacy and hotel amenities. They try to have all of my precious memories laying in my girl's lap like she Jackie Onassis.
What a nice range, man.
I am not Jonathan Kennedy.
What a nice range. How long has this been ranging for?
Because I'm OCD. I don't want no Drake, my apologies.
6 hours? 6 hours of straight range.
Like begging to get out a ticket, now they want to cop, please. My son is taking corner kicks in front of Luis Enrique at PSG. And y'all are talking about inflating the numbers on DSP.
You're tired of cold ranging? Me too. But
KYSASAP, that's some shit that you could do for me. Like
this has been worse.
I could have posted receipts that would have made niggas read them and weep. Reporting live from the
At least this is pips. This is like 220. So at one point, you were ranging like this on a daily, and it was moving 20-30 pips for the whole day. So this is not too bad. Just more unpredictable.
Never had to decide if they want to stay. The strength of your bond has never been tested in any way. I've been on the longest run, I don't know how to walk away. It's baby steps for you boys, y'all walking before y'all run. Secluding me might have been the worst thing that they ever done. I'm a product of where I'm from, one sound, one band. The orders make their way through the proper chain of command. And if everything goes to plan, I will be making a name change from the boy to the man. But y'all just wouldn't understand, damn. From mass distribution to leading my own version of the revolution. Private arbitration leads to resolution.
You have 19 minutes for a 1 hour closure. And a 4 closure. 4 and a 1 closure. So hopefully that brings in some volume right chat, because this is looking very dry right now, man. I think you tried to come down twice so far for the NY, so that first set of volume hasn't even arrived yet. Right, once you see that first set of volume, the rest should just come slowly, and then eventually all the volume will be here. But yeah, 18 minutes for a 4-hour closure. You might not know one, but I just can't reprice it today. I'm blank. Yeah, some days I'm blank too. Sometimes I'm blank too, but it's okay to feel blank. You shouldn't always have an idea. It doesn't even cross their mind, they just go along for the ride. They'll never know their friends' decisions, friends never had to decide. Some days it's just a lack of info, right? There's not enough information being presented. So like for instance right now, for you to make a decision, so you just kind of sit there waiting for the information to form. Some days though, you show to the charts and everything's like all the information is set. It's all there on the table, and you just gotta put the pieces together and then look for your trades. Head and shoulders number 2. We got another head and shoulders trader here. Yo, Benzo, you might as well go to bed, bro. There's no point in staying up for you if you didn't have enough sleep last night. Look at these conditions. If you're gonna go to bed, bro, today's the day. It's not even worth it for today's session, maybe. It might pick up, but if you didn't get enough sleep, you didn't get enough sleep. I didn't get enough sleep either. I went to bed like at 12. I went to bed mad late. I'm sorry. What's up, Illis? What's up, man? Not everybody is 8 a.m. Eddie. Pen's over here at 2 p.m. That's not no better, but I'm alone. She said that's not something you should be. What's up, better luck next time. Appreciate you reaching out. Don't be too concerned about me. You know that I'm drinking, smoking, thinking. Yeah. Bomb coming in. Let's see. Hopes. I hope. What's the plan for today? Wick entry buy ideas at 4462, or maybe between 4462, 4483 if you continue to pop straight down without pulling back, or breaking this cycle. So by cycle, I just mean like it's been doing the same thing where it just slowly driving down, smaller highs, right? Very smaller highs on the way down. So I'm assuming that's going to be if it respects this. If that breaks that, and that's the first time you're breaking this cycle, which is going to change and bring in a different type of volume compared to what you're kind of having. So that's how you can read volume right chat. But yeah, that or wick entry buys down at 4462 if you just continue coming down the same exact way, or continuation of sells, which is not going to be until at least below 4462. So I gotta wait for this to drop like at least 400 pips. But that's the thing, wick entry buys are right there, right? If you just come down 350, which is still a bit, but 350 is not as bad, especially if there's volume. But yeah, that's just what's lacking right now. So nothing much I can really say off of this, right? It's not like this is the same cycle as been present. I'm just following the same cycle. You need something on it, like you need something to break that cycle, something that prints something different compared to what you've been doing. And then once that's done, you'll see like a shift in vol momentum. I wouldn't say structure and bias yet though, but yeah, something like this even, right? If you can break that like that, you'll start seeing volume. So you might see that being a lower high to continue, or you might start seeing price starting to create a bit of structure. Usually when it starts to create structure, it's still a bit slow, and then eventually it picks up, right, as you get more higher lows, and you start seeing candles like this form. And I'll probably wait to see a bit more structure in that to determine buys. I think we're looking more so above 45.77, right? But once you break above here like that, you're breaking through all of this. So it's just a matter if you can hold this, and if you can hold that, we'll look for buys above. But we're still far from buys too. So yeah, there's two things I'm looking for. What's up, Red Steady? You saw Lewandowski? Yeah, I saw it was packed in Poland. Did you say hi to him?
I was in a dream hotel before I was in a loop like a carabiner. Yeah. And shout to all the sweet teens from Wilhelmina who tell me at the white party, Drake, I love the album, man. Well, I mean, you're kind of genius. And like Dip said, they really mean it. Yeah, I need compliments cause lately it's just falling outs and disagreements. Industry is really evil.
Holy Drake Glaze, bro. Since Thursday we hit Ice Now Repeat. Bro, we've been hitting this since the album release date. Honestly, I just haven't been playing anything else. Is Canada in the World Cup? Yeah, I think so. I don't know what group they're in, but I think they are. They're hosting it. Y'all seen Jay-Z attack Drake again? Or to reply back at least at his set. What's up, L3? I understand buys you're looking for, but why not look the same thing on lower time frames? Isn't it the same thing? Wouldn't there be more trade opportunities? Just curious. Yeah, there would be more trade opportunities, but this whole entire move down, like the 800 pip move down, because I don't always use one time frame. Like it depends on which time frame is cleanest that day for me. But sometimes, like even like on the 4 here, right? It's in this range. So this move down, I don't know if this move down is direction. Because if it's direction, you're still following this move from in May. And if you zoom out more, you're still following that bear trend. So for buys, it's not all up to this range here. It's more so the higher time frame as well. Right, kind of where we are on a daily. Daily's missing a leg candle too. Like the possibilities of of price continuing down is still like on the table. It's still there. Ideas are still there. So for buys, I just need to see this structure break for me to determine directional bias. Like we could look for ideas here, right? But looking at these moves here, like or at least right now, looking at this range here, like there's nothing telling me that this is bringing volume. Like I wouldn't know. And if you open up and let's say you push up like this, right? Like even if it were to continue up like this and create a bit of structure, on a higher time frame, we're still holding that low, that higher high or lower high right here, right? And that could be your lower high. That could be making another lower high. That could be making another lower high. So that structure isn't going to be enough until that actually breaks. Would there be more trade opportunities? For sure. But I think it's just the volume that's lacking right now, and like how slow this move down was, and also the move up too. It wasn't that hard of a push on Thursday, Friday, right? You had a range on Thursday, and Friday had the push. Friday's move got corrected already, so there hasn't been anything to show me that this is gonna come up bullish yet. I got at least above like 45 above there, creating structure above there to hold for continuation.
Yeah, none of you pussies is acting the same. I know my money, I'm racking my brain. You pussies could never get back with the game. Go to the hotel right after your game, or come to your show and get back on the plane. This contract talk is frying my brain. The numbers they talking are actually insane.
And even the minute too, like looking at this minute coming down, like look, it's just like so choppy. It's still doing the same thing, still the same conditions, right? You kind of want to see that switch up, like turn to a bit more of this, right? Just pick up in volume in general. But yeah, it's pretty choppy. Why are we not looking for sells? If we get to closure below 88, you can drive to your buy zone, 62. I don't know if it's going to drive to 62. That's the thing. That's our wick entry buy, depending on how we drive down. So I got to see it drive down first before we determine if we're going to get a 62 entry or not. Because if it drives down slow, or if it drives down creating structure, that's not the same buy zone anymore. Because now you have lower highs. And if you have lower highs to coming down, each time you're making a lower high, you should go up, right? So the more lower highs you have, like lower highs, right? This is a lower high, like a lower high, right? The stronger the move down becomes. So then that changes everything up. So I don't even know if it's gonna come down towards 62. I can't tell from here. You had this move, but it's very weak. Any given point, that could be a 1-2 pop, right? Like a correction. That can literally be a 2 minute, like a 2 minute count that corrects the entire thing with volume. That could be a thing. Just because of how slow the move was. How the monthly close, by the way? It closed bearish, right? Bottom wick or no? Yeah, pretty decent candle. Pretty decent candle. And you have a weekly leg candle filled too. How come it looks different on MT5? That's bearish. This is a bullish candle. What do you guys have here for the weekly? Is your weekly bullish or bearish, chat? Your last one.
For real. My social battery is drained. For real, for real. Just came from hearing a lot of niggas.
I think because there's a gap, right? There's been like a gap in every opening here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the last 6 weeks. Yeah, because on TradingView I have a bearish, but on MT5 I have a bullish. FT Mole bearish. It feels like I got a lot of even ties, so I don't know if these are wins or not based on what's suitable now. You don't even hear me though. You put that jacket on anybody, your funeral bound. But like the goalposts, I'm out here just moving around. They say conclusions were drawn, but I'm in super denial. What is a loss? I'll be damned if I'm losing it now. I'm the golden goose shaking things up at Lucian's house. I'm in the battlefield, really putting boots to the ground. A boost to see for your sales. Stocks? No. Just gold. Maybe he be in jail. Just based off the name of the spells. What they say they just smelled. I heard they got special places in hell. Let's see. 44.90. Could that be tapped? Could that be tapped there? This is like, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th time we're coming down here, chat. So let's see if that can break, right? 5 times you've rejected off of these areas here. So we better find out. Fooling fools.
Y'all was riding all summer, pedal bars going #1, and yet y'all trying to tell me who's grooming who. Comb through this hair before you cut me for a new recruit. Before you say toodaloo off of shit that keep popping up on your Google News. Ain't been in the cage since I flew the coop. I was on Coast and Ave with my mama, numbers started going through the roof. Bentley with the B inside the wings like whoopie whoops. Spinning downtown like hula hoops. Is it the fair skin or the Jewish roots? Why people wanna not see me on top of the mountain like I do the dude? Damn. And fuck a Billboard #1, man, whoop-de-doo. They rigging the game because you fighting the biggest artists. They trying to have me stuck in this position like rigor mortis. Turn my back on you just to give you the biggest target. They only know your name in the bigger markets, never in the little markets.
I'm thinking about switching to trading view. Is there a way to get to trade xauusd on trading view? Yeah, I think there is, but it's limited brokers. I think Blueberry has trading view. Chat, does anyone use Blueberry or trading view? I'm pretty sure they got trading view, but I swear it's like there's like, I don't know, I don't like the way the candles look on trading view to trade off of it. I think because there's like a little delay. And I don't know, they're just not as sharp. I just prefer MT5. I think you have fast execution times. What else they got? They got C Trader, MT5, MetaTrader, Trading View. Oh, 5th time. Came close. Didn't break yet. Trade locker. Yeah, I heard trade locker. I remember them. Hey, 4 opening. Let's see. How's it look? 4-hour candle looks like we are weak bullish. Interesting. So yeah, like rejecting the middle of nowhere, right? So like this is, you have a bit more range than that, but you have a bullish closure in the middle of it, in the middle of nowhere. So this could likely give you this could likely break the lows. High chance it has to break the lows, right? It'll just be a bot on wick if it does, but let's see. I think you just gotta break out of this. So if I were to have a blue zone today, you're looking at probably this area. Not much we can really do much in, right? Let's see, 45, 24. Let's go on the 1 again. Let's do this again. Like around here. I'll say around there. It's gonna be a little tough in this area. All right, so this range for sure, there's not much we can do in, because this area doesn't really break structure, right, until here, and then same thing with this too. Maybe we can move this up a little bit, like that. So 570 pip range. One closed bearish too.
I haven't seen bro in a while, but that nigga wild, I'm not in a rush to. People keep telling me smile, but bro is on trial, there's shit to adjust to. I don't need security to ride around town, we can fly downtown, just us two. Unless you know the G-way handshake, when we go to shake hands, man can't trust you. Pulling out the cash on camera, waterproof iPhone case, bro splash.
How much is this wick fill? 80 pips. From where we are, 130. Oh, could this be it, chat? Is this gonna be the one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Let's see. Is this gonna break the lows and give you the drive down towards 83? 83 next, and then after 83 goes 6-2. 8 pips into the breakout lows. All right, so there's a break. So now we can we continue? What's up, Turkle? One last week? One. I got one trade last week. Numero uno. Numero uno. Let's see. 5 minutes, but I'll close here. Richie like Lionel for real. What's that? 4483. Like a minor support. I think it was off of. We can go off the daily too here. Some areas there. These areas here. But I drew it off of the 401, I think. This is a minor area. It's an area I want to see break. So if we can break that, that would be a break of cycle. Or that would tell if we can continue down or not. Or we can get a fake out. Right? But like volume will likely come in once that does break, or once you break out of the blue zone. And this is the blue zone. So and any breaks out of these areas would be good. And that's when we'll start potentially seeing volume. And then if we do see the volume, that's when we'll start actually like hunting for ideas. So it's a bit of a waiting game right now. You have a leg count in the minute though. 4461, it's a 15 leg. 4461. 4461, yeah, it's down there. 50, what'd you say? 15 leg count body. Right here. Let's see. He said short time. Go ahead, man. Sorry guys, I was doing something. What are we doing today? I think it's so fucking slow, man. 10 minutes into the 4-hour close. Don, that looks like a very big. Huh? What's that? Which tool are you using to draw lines? I'm using zoom annotations. I'm using TradingView's lines to mark up my zones, and then to draw, I'm using zoom annotations. So you gotta get zoom, share your screen, and then you got these tools that you can use. So you see how we're coming down here, chat? Let's see, can it break below the blue zone? 44.83. Very nice. So yeah, if this, hold on, we actually, this actually might come down towards 6.2 here, chat. 6.2 is our wick entry buy area, right? If it can just push straight through. What are our stops for that idea again? I don't think we discussed that. Down here. For the what is that? 42.86. 42.86. If we do come down here, let's see. Chat, it might be a little earlier too, right? Depending on like, because this is the first break. So if this glitches straight through towards 44.69, we could get that. But if stops are 1800 pips, then I'm gonna be using usually 0.05, 0.06. I think 0.05 lot. $2,500 account. Let's see though, it needs to be first initial reactions, right? So you don't want to see pullbacks, meaning that if this is where it pulls back from, let's say it comes back up and then it comes back down, we're going to move that zone or not have any ideas at that area. And then I think depending on where we get in here, we could have different BE zones here. But from 69 up to 75 is 60 pips. So we'll be BE before that. And then from down here to here is like 60 pips again. So get ready here, chat. One more push. Can we tap? Can we tap? No, is that it? How close is this? A little pullback here. Let's see if this can hold 84. We can still use a 63, but I don't think I can use a 69 anymore. Just because of how close he came there, rejected. So this is a lower high. All right, so pull back up to 83. Still holding. Let's see if that pushes back above. That's gonna tell us. Yep, so we can still use 62 here. I think after 62 is gonna be 47. But I don't know if I'm gonna have a 47 because that's like where you have clean traffic, right? And that's the daily leg candle body reaction though. But let's see how it approaches 62 here. If it does. Ooh, look at this volume. Let's see. Came up once, made a high, came back down towards the flip. Let's see what this candle does here. Hello? Sorry, my mic cut off. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's kind of rejected here, chat. So, right, like this push down there, like no confirmation of continuation just yet, because it's the very first push down, right? So I want to get the first initial reaction, but it looks like we came close, but still like 80 pips away from that zone. And then this is a pullback right now, right? Very key, first initial reaction. This is no longer the first initial reaction for breaks because this is now the second rebreak. Basically, you would have just came down, you pull back up. So if you retest it, right, you see how you're retesting it, higher likely to push through. So the probability becomes a little lower for the first initial idea. But continuation can still be a thing, right? Below 6.2, that's where you want to see break. So if you can break below 6.2 and then pull back, continue to hold, you have a lot of range down, right? The entire move from last Thursday, Friday could be a thing. But this is the very first set of volume, right? Could still be a fake out, could still come back up. Lots can still happen here. So if you just be open, be ready. Was that news? $103,000. Are you not worried about the red folder? No, I'm aware of it. Like we'll be aware of it. I'm not necessarily worried because we're not in a drawdown trade or anything. No. If we're in drawdown, there's a red folder. Yeah, I'll be a little worried for sure. But there's not much happening, right? That's just gonna bring in volume. Damn. Ah, I see, Pensy. I see what you're doing. Chad, we got 12 minutes until NYC Open. So that should bring in more volume, right? This is the first set of volume. This thing's starting to glitch too. How much was this pullback? I don't think we're gonna get a 6-2 here, chat. 160 pip pullback there. But you did break out the blue zone. And it's still early, right? As long as the first set of volume comes in before 10, you should still have lots of time for more volume to come in. Because now direction can come in between like 9, 10, right, 11. Whereas if the first set of volume comes in at 10, sometimes you don't get direction to like 12. And then I think leg candle body reactions around these areas, right? 4 to 450. So we'll keep an eye out for that. 44.50. Let's see. How much was that push? 270. 270 pips. And then the re-breakout lows here is gonna give you 200. So if that can just push, that'd be nice. It looks like you got a nice pullback here, right? Second time you're re-breaking, so this could be a pop here. So no wick entry bias at 62 or at 50, chat. It's not that zone, right? And if we can come down, let's say towards like let's say this thing pushes directly through like 50 and 62. Let's say you push all the way down to here, you break these lows. Your first initial pullback, if you were to come down towards 44.15, could be a wick entry sell, because then this would be pretty directional, right? You had the whole correction from Sunday, and then as you can break through all of this, right? Any pullbacks back up could be wick entry sells just to continue back down, or to retest the lows. So that's also an idea too, if we can't grab the initial breakouts here. And that won't be bad, right? Wick entry sells. Let's see. Oh, that was close. My thing is not connected. The signal Discord thing. There we go. Imagine. Daily leg candle. Yeah, daily's a leg candle. It's approaching. So let's see. 4450 is a body reaction zone, so you could get some reactions there. Let's see, 150. Hold on, chat, 1 minute. I'll be right back. Let's see. Could this be? Spreads are not bad. Could this be? Tap 6-2, right? That first initial zone we had. And did you get a rejection? 50 pip rejection. Chat, so you see like the difference here between like this move, all of this versus like this drop right here in terms of like volume. That's like a shift. That's like a cycle change, right? Because it's no longer doing the same thing. It's like saying it's a range, but now it's no longer like once you break out the range, it's no longer a range, right? Same thing. It's like it was moving down and it still is moving down, but the way it's moving down is very key. But yeah, this is good so far, right? We're that much closer to getting direction. It's just pushes below 50, pullbacks, or down to 44.19, then pullbacks. Anything will be good though. So we're almost there. And NYSE opens in 2 minutes, right? So you already have this volume plus NYSE opens. So that's gonna bring in a good set of volume, and that should pick up. And we're right there. How much time left? 48 seconds. Let's see, can we get a wick entry sell if it rejects off 4450? Right, this move had no pullbacks as well. So 4450, and then if you pull back to, what is this? Depends how hard the pullback is too. But if you can straight move down 51, pull back to 65, it won't be too bad. If it's the first pullback on this move since the volume came. Could be wick entry sales at 65. Let's see if you get a top wick first. This is gonna be very important as well. And then that'll be the flip area. The 6-2 zone or 6-5 zone. Yeah, red folded in 30. We still have a bit of time. If it gets closer to like 950 or like 955, that's usually when I'll wait until news comes out. But yeah, there's news at 10. Red folder. Pretty big folder too. It's not bad. It's like, I think B tier folder, I'll say. ISM manufacturing PMI. Mid B tier to folder. Here we go. Can we tap 50? Little top wick, right? So I think the wick entry sell is still good here. Let's see. If it's not a 65 after we tap 50, then it's gonna be 44.76. Yeah, 76 if it's not a 50, a 65. Let's see how far was that. 70 pips. Now it's close. But if it pulls back from here, I got nothing here, chat. No wick entry sells at 83 or anything, alright? Because this can still flip. This can still flip. Or at least come back into the range. And if it doesn't, that could be a fake out still. Alright, this can still be a higher low. You're still respecting these areas. So that's why like these pullbacks are very key for me before I determine this is bearish. Not bad though. Early, decent volume this early. What we stops for sells? I think we'll use if we get the wick entry, you mean? I feel like we've been using this stop for the last like 4 trades, but probably like a 46.37, around 1700. I think we've been using this stop for, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, last 4 trades, same stops in the same zone. Damn. EU went down 40 pips since 3. Is that's not a lot, no? For EU? 40 pips on EU? You bullish for a day? No. Not yet, at least. I won't be bullish until like 45, 47 or something. I'm pretty bearish.
child, no one could have made another. I have to father my mother and treat my son's grandfather like my older brother. The skies are gray in Toronto, they not a golden color. I'm feeling like BTS, cause it took the whole career for me to be so discovered. I know for sure that my parents, they look at me and see an overcomer.
5 make him close his leg. Let's see.
These days I see an older couple. I see my only uncle looking like this shit that I ain't owning up to. And if he said the way he really felt, I probably see his side because I'm old enough to. I'm looking at all my niggas, they say, bro, we love you. But all my words really the shit that they be going up to. Feel like 40 won't even listen to my words when he knows I'm in a load of trouble. I'm in the cut just loading rebuttals. And I got a bunch of hits on my hands, see the swollen knuckles. I try to tell him it's working out for me now. He say then show your muscles. Prove to me that you're still as strong when it's only us two. They know you thorough with bread, but there's some shit you gotta pony up to. Basically he's saying I got growing up to do. I gotta dig deep. I really hate those two words. They never bring peace.
No, that's not a bad 5 candle, chat. That's not bad. Bullish, weak bullish candle holding the ranges. Kind of like the same thing that happened on the 30 earlier, or was it the 4? The 4, right? Bearish bullish candle in the middle of nowhere. Kind of what you have right now in the minute time frame, or the 5.
So it's like the shit is me, but it isn't me. Y'all keep on asking me what it did to me. That's what it did to me. When I dig deep, they say dig deeper. Tell us how it felt to meet the Grim Reaper. This album better have some big features. Well, sorry to burst your bubble, but I'm all alone for my mental. And I've been trying to end so many people, I almost forgot the intro. Been so sure of my words that I haven't used a pencil. Been so paranoid that nothing in this world seems coincidental. Yeah. Our brother sold his chain the other day and said that someone snatched it. I'm still processing that shit, it got me so distracted. I think he's so desperate and our life is going fantastic. He don't have the heart to come and tell us he pawned it for cash. Even his baby mama been saying he been moving backwards. To me, he sold the only thing that has ever mattered. I can never forgive such a nefarious action. I'm still healing my own trauma.
I mean, we could treat like one. A leg candle, right? Nice top wick though on the opening. There's a flip. Let's see, can it drive? Can it fill? That kind of body reaction done. Let's see if that can re-break the lows now and hold below. What is this? The 5 legs below 64. Yeah, we always trade live. Every trade I've taken on this account has been live since the jump of the account. So nothing off stream, nothing during different sessions until we trade Asian, if we trade Asian. They bounce back up. Yeah, off of the 64 zone. First pullback, I think. Or second pullback. Let's see. This one was 160. And then this one 120. Let's see if we can beat that. Let's see. Do you think this is a pullback? It could be. This is the first move down you had out of this range, right? So this could be a pullback as long as you reject and create lower highs. Otherwise, this can still be a fake out. And if it is, since you had volume come in here, and this is very key, the first set of volume, not direction, because you don't have enough lower highs yet for direction, but first set of volume, if you were to come back into the range and break above 15, it's likely going to be a range fill, right? And then this could have just been liquidity. So like those lower highs, that's what you need to see next to confirm whether it's a pullback or not, right? And you have a lot of room. Like you don't need to get it on this first initial move, right? The first initial move usually for me is just like the confirmation that we have volume or confirmation that we have something kind of coming in. But if you start to get this, right? Look, first lower highs, right? More lower highs. You have all of this range here. If it's really bearish, you should have a lot of direction or a lot of range to continue down. I think all the way down towards the daily fill, right? So you don't need to get in like here. It's just the first move of the day. Who knows? It might range. But don't get mad at me if it ranges. But that's what I'm waiting for. Let's see. Can a 30-minute flip? Pips I get last month. I think 380 or something. I don't think we had a crazy month, but 360. I think we did more in April though. March we did 520. February 663. January lost 380. December, November, October, September, August. Yeah. But percentages, what did we do percentages last month? Percentages 9.01% last month. Where is it? Yeah, 9.8% last month actually. For May. Not bad. I think that's one of our better months for the year. In January we lost 25. February we did 22. March not 10.97. That's been our best month so far. April 5.8. And then May 9.8. Let's see, is this flipping? You have a lower high here, right? But I think there's a potential leg candle fill here. Let's see. And if that re-breaks, then that's a bit more structure now. Playlist? I don't have one right now, but this is just Ice Pen. I'm just playing one album on repeat. It's the only thing I can play that's not gonna get me copyrighted. If a 30-minute flips, what are we looking for after? If a 30-minute flips, I want to see continuation. So if a 30-minute flips, it'll look like, oops. If a 30-minute flips, it's gonna look like this. So if you get that, that's gonna be the drive, right? Depending on if you close, how much time you have left, but let's say it flips in the next 3 minutes. And this is how it looks in 3 minutes. I'll wait to see it push, pull back, and then the pullback could be wick entry sales, especially if you can tap into like 24 zones and then pull back to like 50. 50 could be wick entry sell zones. Basically just looking for this movement, right? So this is the push. This is the first pullback, so it's not bad. And if you get another continuation and you get a pullback, we'll look for wick entry sells. But just below 44.50, if it can make its way down towards like 30 or something. The flip itself, though, I'll let drive. I'm gonna have to let this drive. What's good, Days? One minute lead, bearish one, a lead candle. Yep. Let's see. Not bad though. Price action. Chad, what do you guys rate the price action today? Like, it doesn't seem too bad. I'll give it like maybe 5.5. 5.5. Still the first move. Oh, look, you have another candle looking like the 1 hour earlier too, or the 4 bullish candle middle of nowhere. This time on the 15th, so likely that is to film. And then this is also the last 15 chat, just in case you guys are waiting for news here. There's news at 10, so be aware of that. But yeah, 10 a.m. and 15 you have news, and then after the news comes out, our trades could be between 10 and 11. Maybe before 10, there's still a possibility, but you gotta start driving like right now, right? You don't want to cut it too close. So yeah. Still possibilities. I'm thinking of taking sells at the break of 44.60. Targeting TP 143.73. Want more confirmation though, or a stronger push? Sounds like a plan. Just put it at 7. You put it at 7 on 10. Maybe we'll get the exact same trade we took on I think Wednesday. Let's see.
Talking about inflating the numbers on DSPs and me having better perspective on life doing DMT. Nigga, KYSASAP, that's some shit that you could do for me. Like it was my first Chanel, I could have posted receipts that would have made niggas read them and weep. Reporting live from the scene where I wasn't supposed to be revived by the...
What else is here? 4 zone. Like this is a strong zone. Like it's decent. I'm not gonna say it's the strongest just because you're just following the trend. Like if this were to be, like if you're still following this structure, range at a move, this right here came all the way back up on last Thursday and Friday, but that could still be the same lower high zones, right? So as you reapproach the lows again, there may not be much struggle here. So I think news is gonna tell you that. Because news will come out with a rejection or a continuation, right? And then I think the only zone that we gotta be concerned about on the way down is maybe 44.25, next major zone, which is down here. So if that's the next major zone, and just let's say you come straight down towards 44.25, first initial pullbacks. So let's say you come down like this and you pull back. Look left towards these areas right here. There has been reaction zones there, right? So that could be a wick entry sell zone if that's what happens. What is this? 44.25. Okay, so $44.25 around here. Yeah, let's add this here. No continuation. We could. I just need to see structure. Like we can get a continuation below here. If we can't get the wick entry sells, like if it doesn't pull back, we can get continuation. But since this is the first area that's breaking outside of the range, I'd rather just wait for this to play out, the structure here. But continuation could be doable. Yes, still got a lot here. This is like 380. Let's see, 10 minutes for news. 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. You've been trading stocks, the long-term time of day trade now. So you're gonna go from a swing trader to a scalper, basically. Yeah, I was thinking too, 44.25. I'm thinking of swapping the TP1 where I'm conflicted whether to count that one as the target. That one stuff, the lower high. Why don't you just put like a bunch of trail stop zones? Like if you're, I don't know, are you in? No, you're looking to take sells and break a 4460. Yeah, so if that's where you get in, then you could probably use like this monitor zone right here as like a BE zone, and then have like the next monitor zones as BE zones. Right there, BE zones or trail stop zones, and then down here trail stops, right? So you can put a TP at 25. That's usually what I do, and then I'll have a bunch of BE zones and trail stop zones. So BE might be the most aggressive area, but once you pass that, right? Let's say price comes down, it taps this zone. This is the first initial reaction zone that it could react off of. So BE, if it pushes through, great. Next zone down here, that's your trail stops. So by the time it taps this, you'll move your BE to in profit, right? So if you get in at 60, you can now move your in profit zone down to the previous zone. So now you're like up 95 no matter what, or 92. And then as it continues tapping the next zones, just keep moving that trail stop zone down. All the way down TP. And if you don't get a TP, you get a trail stops. But you don't need to like hold the TP, right? I get maybe 30% of, not even, probably 25% of TP getting tapped. So a lot of times just trail stops. Oh, here we go. What is this? What is this gonna be? No problem, man. No problemo. Let's see if we get some trades or start the month off today. That'd be nice. So 8 minutes left. Let's see. It's looking like after 10 they'll chat for trades here. Unless this pushes down towards like 44.25 on this pop and pulls back it right away. How would you manage like evals? Consistency rule ass? I don't know. I haven't had experience with evals, so I'm not too sure. If I do get into evals, I'll have a better idea. But I just trade personal. I think same thing though. Like you just gotta lower your lots. That's the only change I'll have to make. I'll manage risk the same. I'll trade the same, right? Because you don't want to change your strategy because of rules, right? But you can lower your lots to match the max risk that you can use in a day. But I think when it comes to like managing stops, BEs off, that strategy will remain the same for me. Let's see, this is pretty nice chat. Let's see, this could push below 50 right here, approaching. Next zone is 50, and then below that is 37.
trying to catch one of you boys stargazing in the field like little leaguers. Yeah, and ain't no passes for you crip walking, all of that diss talking, kiddo beat it. I'm supposed to be my brother's keeper.
I never thought about saying B like that because lower high could be made. And I usually think to go to TP, however my entry layer is set. Yeah, like lower highs can be made at any of those minor zones, right? And you can choose whatever zones you think that there could be reactions at. But that's just what I do. I used to just close like half. I have a zone where once it taps, I'll close half of my position and let the rest run towards TP. And then I just end up closing like half to a point where I'll go from like an 8 lot to like a 0.05. So now I just close, I just trail stops and profit with my full lots. And that gave me a much bigger like net pips last year. Oh, lecandle reaction here on a daily. Who knows, chat? Maybe lecandle fill, right? You haven't got the lecandle reaction yet, but that could happen for news. And lecandle is approaching 820 pips. Crazy. Crazy. I can delete this blue zone now though. We don't need this no more. That broke out already. We can delete these areas too. I think these are just BE and trail stop zones maybe. Let's see. These are just minor zones too, right? This we can leave. I think that could be a top wick area later. And then there's also something here too. I'll keep this in case. 66. Maybe I'll delete this then. And then yeah, we can put this here actually. Let's split this range in half. Like that. 3 minutes for news here, guys. I don't know if we'll get something before. But 37 next, and then there's a minor zone right here. So this could be it. What is that? 48? Okay, so if you break below here, 30 could be a zone. Okay, so 4508. Let me just add this real quick. For 508. And then we got 664830. And 30 down here. And below 30 is 25, right? 24417. So that's gonna go right here. And yeah, let's see. Maybe we don't need this.
Yeah, none of you pussies is acting the same. I know my money, I'm racking my brain. You pussies could never get back with the game. Go to the hotel.
Weren't those arrows showing him? Yeah, that was, I think, the daily time from them. But yeah, we haven't taken one since the 27th. That was our last trade. So this will be the first of the month if you get something here, chat. All right, news about to come out here in a minute. So red folders, okay? ISM service or ISM manufacturing PMI. I think they're expecting actual grade and forecast is good for currency. So I think they are expecting positive. It says forecast 53.3 over 5 or 52.7. So numbers come out positive, then gold should continue going down. So we'll find out how that comes out. All right. What's up, Spaceman Sam? You think we can get a trade today? Yeah, I think so. I think high probable chance here. It's just a little bit more waiting here, and then we'll be right there. So just be a bit patient. Let the trades come to you. The 4 is like nice though. Just straight. I don't even know if this exists. we can look at it from this perspective where this don't exist. This is just clean traffic, and these are just lower highs, right? Because that Thursday move from last week, we're also kind of like, I don't know if this is direction, right? And look, still no direction. It just came back to the top of the range. So this is nice. Still no pullbacks too, so wick entries is very doable. Even if you reject from here, chat. Like if you reject from here, and let's say come up towards into these areas, 44.74, that could be a wick entry sell area, right? So like everything's basically here. It's just news and trades could come right after. Let's see. How much volume will this bring? Can you check weekly and monthly? Can you check weekly and monthly? Yeah, I looked at them already. There were monthly, you have like a wick fill, and then the weekly was I think leg candle. So leg candle straight down towards the daily leg candle as well. Right? Is it? This is the weekly leg candle fill, daily candle fill. Yep, same exact points. Wow, weekly might fill within 1 day. That'd be crazy. That means NFP this week, chat, is gonna be insane. I wonder where it'll be on Friday. Anyways, news came out here. Let's see. That's out, right? I don't know. Volume could come in a bit later. I don't know when that will come in. But even if you pull back from here, it could be wick entry sells, so just be ready. And if we do get wick entry sells, like I said earlier, our stops are going to be likely like 46.09. All right. Let's say we get one at like 46.63. That could be a 1400 pip stop. All right, so if you pull back here and push up towards 6.4, that could be a zone for wick entry sells. If there's structure, then we'll move it up towards 7.4, right? Based on how that comes up. If that comes up. And if this continues down, then I want to see pullbacks either way, right? So I still want to see if you can pull back, and then below 30 or below 20 could be continuation for us. But if you get a pullback first before coming down, we can get a wick entry sell. So that can come a lot earlier than the actual directional breakouts. Not bad though. Not bad. Wick entry buys? No, I don't think I'm gonna have wick entry buys. Not in these conditions, no. This is very bearish right now. Wick entry buys were only earlier, right? If it were to, I think 50, or no, what did we have earlier? 60 something. But then you got some pullbacks. I think right here, we had something around these areas, and then it came close, but it was still far. And then you got a reaction. So then what you got was you got this, right? So as you re-break the lows, it's gonna be a little more tough to grab the same wick entry buy because this lower high, which adds on to the structure. So the more lower highs you have, the more likely that is to continue. So then wick entry buys are tough. But you did get a reaction, a rejection for 150, but it didn't tap our zone. But this, no. Maybe once, if you can approach like something crazy like 42.87, right? But I don't think that could be today. Maybe it will. But that's like a daily major zone.
You should go ahead and pop some corn and grab a stool. The boy's about to break some news.
I'm in sales from 44.65. Oh, nice. I think someone else is in with you too. I think the Zell was in with you. Wait, 30 closed lay? Oh yeah, it did. It did close his lay. So if 30 closes lay, 64. Yeah, you're following the trend. 64 can be a reaction zone. Let's see though. How far is this? 130. Chat, so this isn't key, right? Because now, like, look, if you were to pop up towards like 65, but as it comes up, you start to get a bit of structure, this is going to be a bit more difficult, right? But if it just, let's say, pops right up towards 65, we can get a wick entry sell. But if there's structure, I'll likely move it up towards the next zone, which is 74. And then we'll have more zones up. Because this is like, this entire move had no pullbacks yet. So even if you do come up all the way up like this, that doesn't change much. And for you to correct the move, sorry, let me just make it blue. Let's say you come all the way up like this, right? That still won't change much because you're still bearish, right? The structure's still bearish. Now, if you, yeah, if you come all the way up like this, we'll look for wick entry sells. That's still valid, right? It's not until you actually like create structure. That's when we'll be like, okay, cool. This could be higher low, right? And then you start creating some bullish structure up like that. And then above here, we can look for buy ideas. But this entire move here, you can see no pullbacks, right? Just very small minor ones. And also, if price were to make its way up and correct the move, it very rarely does it like this. Likely what you'll get is you'll get structure, right? So those wick entry sells are still going to be valid, even if it's up in these areas. One and no bottom wick though. You might get a pullback here. It's above Emma. Or that minor pullback was used as my stop loss. If it taps that for me, my entry idea wasn't right, but I see what you're saying. Oh, you didn't get in? You did get in. 45, 55. Yeah, you should be good. BE, trail stops, you're set. You're like 50 pips in profit right here. Yeah, if this breaks the lows, you can get a rip. So, trail stop zones and you'll be set. Your trade's already done though. Idea's already done. I fell back asleep. Yeah, it's a Monday, man. I feel you, but this volume is still not waking us up. Probably going for a retest. Yeah, it could be a retest or a lower high. 1 hour is no bottom wick, so if it does push up, it could be. Could be. Did I update the record? 556. 556. 556. 1, 2, 3, 82. FVG. Oh, here we go. Here's the pullback. Can we get a 74 tap here, guys? Or 65? Let's see. Well, how much for stops again if we got this? This will be 13. We can maybe move it up towards here. Actually, no, you should be good with this, actually. This should be good. This is around 1500. So 0.0 1500 pip stops. 0.06. 400. 0.08. No, 0.14. 0.07. We could use here, or I'm gonna use here. I like that one, Pens. That's a banger one. $20 minutes left on a 9-minute candle. 90-minute candle. Damn. Let's see, chat. Is this gonna be the one? Straight pops up, no pullbacks for a wick entry sell. If there's a pullback, then 74, but 65.84 is what we're targeting right now. What about news today? Yeah, there's some news earlier, like unexpected news, and then there was also the red folder. So we just follow price action. We just take the news, use that as volume, and follow price. All right, cool. So look, rejections, right? So 65 is not going to be a wick entry sell zone. We're going to use a 74. Is there anything between? Let's see, 74. Where did I get that from again? Maybe a little higher here. It could be 80, 4480 instead. We'll use 4480. That's the, I think, leg candle fill on a 30. So if it's a 30-minute leg candle fill and you get some structure, let's see. Can you get more structure here? And then that will fill that wick. And that is our area too at 80. And if it continues, it's good too, right? Even if it doesn't correct from here, if it just continues down with the trend, then you just re-break the lows, right? So as you re-break the lows, this is going to be a lower high now, right? So the more lower highs you have, the more directional this becomes. And then you have a bunch of lower highs, right? Let's say you come like this, lower highs. We can look for ideas eventually below here. But if this pops up for the first time, back up like this, chat, that's our wick entry sell up at these zones, okay? And we'll look to target maybe like 130 from 4481 to 4468. If that happens. Are you in? No. We're just waiting. We're close though. This is the closest we've been today. But almost there. And then what did I say again, chat? 0.07 lot. You said that's the lid fill for sure. Let's see. The wick fill on the lid is around 120. How do I feel the refresh? My mic? Was it glitching? So there's no topic zone here too, so that's why I moved it up a little bit. Like I think I had it here earlier, but I moved it up right here at 80. So that'll be the zone for me. And then same thing, if there's like more structure there, let's see actually, because then that breaks this structure high. Maybe we're gonna have one more zone, like 45, 44.95 or something. Let's see, because then it gets much closer to being a fake out, right? This could still be a fake out. Could still be a fake out. This could still be higher lows to continue up. All right, especially above 45.08. Start breaking back into that range. Hi, bro. At the moment, sell or buy entry on xauusd minute 1. It seems like you know what you're doing, man. You're already looking at a time frame. So if you see something on a minute time frame, by all means take your positions, man. Make sure all your stuff aligns. But I can't tell you right now because I have none right now. I'm just waiting. I have no idea where it's gonna go from here, so I have no idea, no entries. Unless it pops up here. You know what I mean? We got the leg candle bar reaction 2 in the rebreak of lows. Oh yeah, we did. Good one. We did get the body reaction. Look, see? Daily leg candle reaction. Okay. So now I can pull back to wherever. The leg candle doesn't have to fill today, chat. Remember that. Right? You haven't gotten the daily reaction yet. So if it does correct the move back up, you can still get a leg candle fill tomorrow or like the next day or whenever. It doesn't have to happen today. Right? You're still missing the ingredients to form the leg candle. The reaction you have, you're still missing the pullback now, right? That can be till 480. That can be all the way up until 46.15. That can go all the way up for all I know, right? But then you have a low. So then the next part is just to re-break, hold, and a continuation. Right? But that doesn't have to be on this move. You're more bullish or bearish today? Right now I'm more bearish, yeah. Cause I'm just following this micro move from earlier. Or this move from earlier today. If it goes up above 45 weight, I'll be bullish. And then we'll start hunting for ideas there, but let's see. So you got bottom wick, right? So next zone is 80, chat. Get ready though. It could be, if this decides to push all the way up here, be ready. Between like 78 and 80 could be zones here. So let's see. And then I think TP from there would be, yeah, what did I say, 100 pips? 130 earlier? I based it off of this zone here. So no runners here. I don't think I'll attempt runners, but I'll attempt the first initial reaction, right? I'll still give you 100. I mean, if that hits TP, that'll be a runner on its own. Let's see though. Bottom wick, top wick, re-breaking on lows. If it re-breaks the lows, then you retest these, and that can be continuation. I was in sales but closed because 15 did like a fake out to me. Damn, man. It did a fake out to you. Do you stream taking trades on gold every weekday? Yeah. So we'll show up Monday to Friday. If there's trades, there's trades. But we average like 3 trades a week the last year. So around 3 trades a week on average. $5 will give you a good vision of a new move. Yeah, 5 is nice here. 5 is nice here. I still needed to align with the higher time frame, like the higher zones here. But 5 is good. There's a bit of structure here. I just don't know if these are enough of lower highs. Or you can get like a, right? What's this actually? If we get that, that is gonna be 44.94. Okay, just in case. I'll be right back.
Faster than praying, you lucky it's Ramadan. Otherwise they would be posted outside like the Pentagon. You niggas be hitting the net for some love, you a tennis ball. I take 500K, not a dinner, I never could learn shit from none of y'all. Whisper my name and don't say it too loud, cause you gotta come here and you know I pop out. We turned up Coachella, had boys backing down, and we might do the same if we touch rolling loud. If you my nigga, then say that my nigga, like what's up my crody, come hunt me right now. Come on to me and get one of them out, cause you know how these niggas been counting me out. Okay.
Is this gold? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Did news come out? I didn't check. The news came out positive, right? And then this one came out negative. I didn't realize those two. So a little bit of mix. That came out 22 minutes ago though, so let's see if this picks up. Outside is back to what it was, you know what I'm saying? Atlanta, tell you about my run, you know what I'm saying? Ask Pluto Bank of 21, you know what I'm saying? I done put up half, what's done is done, you know what I'm saying? 2 cars in the back, 2 in the front, you know what I'm saying? They so down for me. I need another coffee, man. Holy. I'm like half asleep. Where the volume at? Where is the volume? Where the volume at? This move was like short-lived. It was like, this move lasted, I mean, it was like 3 minutes. Or no, 15 minutes. But really, it was like 3 minutes. 3-minute move, and then the rest is just kind of very slow afterwards. Still a good move though. It's the music. Why, you want lo-fi? Here, we can put lo-fi. I just might fall asleep with the lo-fi. What else? You want Drake yelling at you in the morning? It's because it's Monday. When's the next bank holiday? This month? I know we have FOMC this month. On the 20th, right? 21st? 17th you have FOMC, chat. Pretty big big event there. And you got a bank holiday on June 19th. Brent went up. What was that? Oil? Nice. So gold's going down. Lev 15. What's up, Nick? I think I remember you. Lev 15. Where do you see a Lev 15? Am I not seeing what you're seeing? You mean the fill? Oh, 5? Yeah, 5 a Lev. And you got one up here too. Let's see. You going back to sleep? Bro, you're not locked in, man. You're not locked in. How you gonna go to sleep mid-trade? You might have like drawdown dreams. Yeah, I saw the we saw the folders. Like 9:30 or 9, right? Right here. Yeah, an hour and 13 ago. I pulled out 45.01. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with closing off in profits? You follow your plan. You gotta close. That's a W. Move on to the next day. Yeah, I can't do this music, man. It's gonna make me fall asleep, chat. Or no, let's try a different song. DMCA copyright. Let's see. A little more lit. No, man. This one wasn't bad. Jack Harlow, no sir. I can't, man. Actually, I used to listen to Jack Harlow. I don't know. That last album, I skipped through it. I can't, man. I can't. My ears don't allow me. You fuck with the new album, the new Jack Harlow album? I had to leave. Oh, I thought you got a TP. That's why I'm like, you closed at 45.01, bro. That's W. Was hoping to cast a drop. That's okay. You might have more room here below. Or if that was your move, then yeah, might want to move on then. You don't want to force it now, right? How do you stay patient when you trade is in play? I get you've been doing it for a long, but when you started out, just having a playbook, honestly, journaling and creating a playbook. Because like once you create a playbook, you're not looking for every move to be part of your move. Like there's certain plays that are not going to be part of your playbook, and you just kind of naturally let it slide. But you gotta know what are good trades first, or what are high quality setups. So that's like the long part, right? Like building that playbook and establishing those ideas, because then anything else that happens aside from those plays are like none of your business, and you just kind of let fly. Like today, this move down, I knew I wasn't gonna get any sells down here, right? I wanted just like pullbacks, lower highs, and then continuations, and then that would have been much better for me to take sells in. But this move coming down today, none of it was part of our plan, right? The wick entry sells were, but we are coming close to it, not there yet, and just waiting for those plays to play out. But all the plays are from my playbook. And you build a little routine, right? Over some time, like you realize like, okay, I'm taking like, my playbook gives me like maybe 3 trades a week on average, right? And then you kind of have an idea like, okay, like if it gives me 3 trades a week, why, right? Is it because certain days is setting up for that play, right? And then you can kind of like, maybe as the years go on, we'll take that info and we'll do something else with that. But that's kind of where we're at now for this cycle. And that market cycle could change, right? We could get 4 trades a week on average, or 5 trades a week eventually, especially driver conditions. But yeah, for last year, it's been 3 trades on average. Share books. I haven't read any trading books, but I know a lot of people like read like Steve Morrow, or what am I saying? Mark Douglas, right? I just this music throwing me off. Yeah, I don't read trading books though. Chat, how many people here have read Mark Douglas's book? I just never got to it. I think I had a copy, but I never read it. Are you live every day or now and just again? Every day, man, Monday to Friday. You think everyone can learn to trade and make a living from that, or better find a job and work forever? I mean, it was never really like an idea to get a job and work forever. Like, even if you do get a job, sometimes it could be temporary. I don't think that was ever like an okay feeling with me though. Like just getting a job and working forever. I don't think I ever strived for that. But you gotta do what you gotta do. For sure. But you can work a job and collect some funds, build up to buy your evals or to load your personal account, and then gain some consistency. for some years or for some months, depending on how fast you learn. Right? Everyone's journey is a little different. And then once you're comfortable, you can quit your job. But I don't think it's a forever thing. I don't think anything is forever thing. I don't know. I don't read trading books, but like if I read another book or if I like get the context from something else, you can apply it to trading. You don't have to like read like exactly a trading book to become a better trader. Like you can read a book on like how to like y'all ever read The Giving Tree? That will help you with trading. Or like y'all ever read like the Caterpillar book? Like the Growing Caterpillar book? It gives you a little bit of insight on psychology. Like you can relate to anything. It doesn't have to be like trading books though. Because you can gain that value from anywhere, right? No way we're gonna range here though. Let's see. 30-minute close. 30-minute close, like weak bullish. There's a missing bottom wick, so you could still get that, but there's also a leg candle, so could be a 94 zone trend. Let's see. You read 3 times? What, the given tree? W given tree. But reading is like you're just collecting tools, right? So you can use whatever tools you want to use, and you can use different tools for different occasions. And that's what you're doing with these strategies. Like Fibonacci is a tool, support resistance is a tool, head and shoulders is a tool, right? Not everyone's gonna use the same tool though. It's kind of what you do with the tools. You see the order block? I don't use that order block tool. But 39, 44, 39. I have something close there. I have a 48 and I have a 30. And there could be minor zones here, which is 44. And then some more minor zones around here at 35. Let's see. Could it make its way down? Could it re-break the lows here? Those trades, those are just, that's like the overall record. Like every trade we've taken on this stream since 2022. This is the journal for it. So this is whatever shows up here. But yeah, 2022 to 2026, that is the record. I should match. And pips taken. This is new. Account gain, I only started keeping track of that this year. And then yeah, win rate and win rates for each setup, entry, time frame, session, quarters, win rates, and all of that. And we're heading into June. So it looks like we don't take a lot of trades in June, chat. But let's see, 58 trades. That's our least trades taken in the quarter. So we'll see what this June does.
Situations like these, they force you to notice the difference. Look at me and Neeks, for instance. We know we live different lives and we've been on our separate missions. Look at how time flies. 20 years past, he's still the same guy. But I get it, you all want to be the main guy. It explains why most people die not knowing who would have stuck by their side. It doesn't even cross their mind, they just go along for the ride. They'll never know they friends.
We got like 20 minutes, okay? 20 minutes, and then we'll start placing a session stop loss, like depending on if this moves or not. You have a leg counter right here in the 5-2, so we could get a push. What's up, Silver Rio? Sorry, I didn't see you there. Damn, we got 420 today. We peaked at 490. I didn't even realize we peaked at 490 today. 96 likes, chat. Can we get to 100? 100? 4 more. 4 more for 100. This year is better for beginners because now there's a new lot size. You mean the micro lot size? I've never used a micro before. I think that's been around for a minute though, no? Like micro lots. I wouldn't say it's easier. I think it's just lowering your risk. But you can risk 1% with those 0.01 with the right lot size too. I don't know if that makes it easier. I think that's just like a lot size. You still gotta read the charts. Still same price action, right? Oh yeah, we got a new chair and new president too. Let's see, man. Let's see. 2 minutes for a 15. How's it gonna close? Weak bullish. So three, 4 counts in a row have been just range on the 15 here. So 45 minutes. Let's see. Could this break out or something? I know you say each time you should use risk which you are comfortable with, but what risk your advice for the best growth and management? I have to give the same answer because like I don't think the risk is gonna give you the best growth in management. It's just like what you prefer, what you could continue to use daily in and out. But the best growth for like an account, that's literally all up to you. Like I don't think there's a best one, because I could be risking right now like 25% per trade, and then as the years go on, we can lower the risk, but it's still the same trades we're taking. But I don't know if I have an answer for the best one. It's all personal preference. Some people like using like very like lower risk, like 1 to 2%. Some people like to use 50% risk, like go full margin. Like there's people who are actually consistent doing that too, but it doesn't work for everybody, right? Some people are risking 1%. Some, like, it just depends. But I don't think that's what's gonna build or grow your account, like the best or the worst. It's all personal preference. Like hedge funds make like 1 or 2% a year, right? So I'm trying to get to that point where we only have to make 1 or 2% a year to live. But we're not there yet. How'd you come up with yours? Just naturally. Like I think for when we ran the 100K account to a milli, we did the same thing over the years. Like we use a fixed lot, but our stops were consistent per trade. And then this year or last year was the first year where I had to adjust this year actually was the first year where I had to adjust my lots because the ranges got bigger. So I couldn't use a static average pips no more. Like it goes from like 1500 to 19 to sometimes even 900 pips, 800 pips, right? Depends on what the trade is and where stops are at the moment. So that's why this year is a little more tricky when it comes to my lots. So you see me adjusting them like 0.05, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8. But I think years prior, it was around 20, 25. But honestly, just try out. Yeah, like Silver Rio said, just try out different lot sizes, right? Like see what you're comfortable with. Like try like different risk, like 1-2% risk. Try it for a couple months, and maybe if you want to increase it, just increase it in increments over time, with what you're comfortable with, what your strategy is based off of. Because like not everyone has the same like win rate or like the same exact strategy, right? Some people, part of their strategy is like, or not part of what they plan for, but part of what they account for is that they could lose 3-4 times in a row. Right? Because that's just what their average, like let's say they trade positive RR, they could have they notice that they have an average of 4 losing straight trades. So like that could be part of your, that's something you can account for in your risk. But everyone's different. Like not everyone's gonna have a 95 or 90% or 30% win rate, right? It's all dependent on that too. Because I've like, we hardly lose back to back. Right, the last time we had a back-to-back losses was like 2024 probably, or early 2025, right? But it really happens. So then me and my risk, like with our average win rate or our average win streaks too, right? That also accounts for it as well. But that's really all dependent on that and your strategy. So just continue trading. Don't worry about, like if you're still testing it, use something smaller, maybe 1 to 5% risk, and then see what your strategy is. Like see how often you win, how often you lose, how often your win streaks are, like how you deal with the win streaks and the losing streaks. Like get to know yourself better too as a trader. And then once you have all that information, you can start adapting and adjusting. But that's really all trading is. There's not one answer. Even for a strategy too, because everyone has a different strategy as well, right? Not everyone's gonna use a fib or like an order block or like support resistance, right? Or market structure. That's all different as well. Let's try it out. You won't know until you try in trading. But don't get shut down by others too, right? Just because someone's doing something that's against what you're doing doesn't mean what you're doing is wrong. Because otherwise, you know, what we're doing is wrong technically with negative RR. It's the same way I got a negative RR too. I didn't like wake up one day and be like, yo, this is the best strategy. It just kind of came to me. Like negative RR came with time. Like I started with positive RR, and then over time I stopped focusing on R, and then this is kind of what the years brought me to. But nothing was like, you know, there's no best. There's no holy grail, there's no best, there's no one answer. $10 minutes though, chat. Sorry, man. This is we were lit for like 15 minutes today. Maybe there'll be another move. Maybe there'll be another move for 11. 1 hour's closing decent actually. Weak bullish closure. Yeah, if all your trades just think that finding out what uncomfortable with the loss of a hard stop. Yeah, that's another thing too. Like how often you get stopped out with hard stops versus like how many times do you manage it. So I'm still looking to find that answer too, because we haven't taken many losses this year to figure it out. And it's also a new year with me in risk too, like risk percentage. So I'm still trying to find those answers as well. Oh, I'm mudded. Now I'll just read a comment. He said, I can't believe I skipped the gym because I thought I might miss the move. What's up, Uncle Dan? The leg fill theory? Hold on, it's not a leg fill theory, it's a leg candle fill. But yeah, close enough. Close enough. The leg fill theory. That sounds crazy. I realized I could trade every day last week in Asian. Yeah, you went crazy in Asian, man. Chef, you guys are new to the channel, man. Feel free to hit the follow button or the sub button. We're on their way to 126. 126,000 subs. Asian stash for the remainder of the year? I don't know, man. Hey, yo, I opened up the VC. How come? I thought you guys were gonna do a VC call or something. No one was in VC last night. I thought Pencil was gonna host it. Or yeah, I think y'all said Pencil, right? Pencil's gonna host it. Asian was lit. Sorry, bro, but I saw at 460. I can go down to 4430 or I can go to 45. Why you say sorry for, bro? You saw a 4460. It can go down to 4430-ish, or it can go up to 45. Is that a question? Like, is that you're asking for a suggestion, or you're just making a statement, man? If it's a statement, 4430. Yeah, it's down there. If you continue coming, your next zone is 4435 is what I got. And then you said 4500. That can also happen as well, which is why I'm in no trades. But I think I wouldn't be worried about 4500 until you actually create a bit of structure. So once that forms, okay, cool. Right, but until then, this is still pretty bare. I'm thinking about starting a 50k challenge soon. Any hiding rules? I believe in me. Just want to know if there are some tricky rules hiding or something. I think there's a little fine print before you buy it. It shows all the rules, so maybe you should check that out and see if that works if you're style trading. Wouldn't 4488 be nice entry for short? 4488. Wick entry sells. Yeah, I got something in that area. If it comes up towards there, yeah, I'll be looking for some. But I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. So 4 minutes for 11, chat. And then I think once 11 opens up, we'll set a session stop loss. And then we'll see if we can get something with volume.
What should I take? A trip? Who should I take? His bitch. Tennis lessons with a Nike skirt on and an ass popping out. You're sick. Where's the goat? They need one. The mirror's right here. I see one. My nigga don't know how to pay me back, so he said next hat he catches a free one. What kind of clip? Extendo. What kind of switch? Not Nintendo. Y'all hanging out with friends though. They hanging out the window. What's up with gang? We back.
What's up, relaxed goat?
2011.
You were born in 2011? Are you even eligible to trade? 2011? Bro, you 15. What's up, Farzo? What do you rate it, Farzo? What do you give it? 1 to 10? Oh, 03. Shout out to my 2000s. Bro, I'm like 3 years younger than you. How you gonna call me an OG? I will use my super main best trade. I know even if I have to wait 2 weeks or 1 month to find it, keep coming and learn, chat. We gotta make it to the moon. I know whose alt this is, by the way. Player 201.A. You ain't no 06? No, 3 years older. I'm 2000. 2000. Chat, when's everyone born here? How old is everybody? 1984. Shout out to my 1984s. 1984. Oh, you mad young still. 2009. Are you 17? 2005.
Baby.
1997. Cardi was born in 97. Wait, no, 98. I don't even know. Or 96. What's that? Speaker Knock was born in 96, right? I was born in 96. I got the tattoo. Or is that 97? Good old days of 2000s. 2003. It's going to break to the up. Up, up, uppity. Let's see, man. I would like it to break up. Won't mind that. Let's see, chat. 1 hour opening, okay? No bottom wick. Let's see. Is this volume going to arrive or is this it for the day? Not much I could have really done today. We came close. Twice. So far. My birthday is in April. I just turned 26. ...2000 was elite time. Grew up in time for Black Ops 2 and GTA and Minecraft. Elite time for real. And Roblox. And Fortnite. Damn. 4460 strong, 5-minute candle above. We move 130. Word. Penzel, what'd you say? What was your what did you rate price action today, Penzel? 5? Sounds about right. $19.75. Yeah, I use TradingView. I just flip back and forth usually. Start my day with TradingView and then copy it onto that MetaTrader. Chat, what do you guys use? Do you guys use both? Like me too, or am I just weird? Have a great one. Peace out, Silver Rio. I'm gonna see you tomorrow, man. Hopefully more action tomorrow. Chat, how much do you guys risk per trade? I didn't ask that earlier. I want to know. Because P911 was asking. What do you guys risk per trade? Like, does everybody risk 25%? actually. 25% with hard stops. I think it's around 18 or something with like management. 0.5. 5 to 15. So how long, if you take a loss, how long does it take you guys to like make it back? Roughly. 0.4, 2%, 25. The whole account. One next trade. One trade? Y'all some fucking gamblers. Like, what do you mean it takes you one trade to make back a loss? Two or three trades. So, oh no, this I'm talking about the people who have like 15%, 5%, one, 2 or 3 trades makes sense. That makes sense. No, you have a 1%, so that don't. If you have like a 15, like a 5, 15, or 20%, how long does it take you to recover that? I used to rest 100%. Now 50 or 30. My win streak confidence has played me wrong. Played you wrong? And you're gonna buy a funded account? And you're worried about the funded account using some hidden rules? You sure you want to buy the funded account, bro? It's gonna be 5% risk. I think max is what you got. Yeah, we'll soon buy can down to 5%. Yeah, you can. Just take the same trade and use a smaller lot size. You can do that. You got it in you. World Cup. He made a new song? I counted that was 4 years ago. Let's see. Where is it? Is that on Spotify? Wait, he signed with Warner Records? What the fuck? No way, man. Really? I couldn't even play a World Cup song, man. Bruh. Really? I got banned for a World Cup song. Or suspended for a World Cup song. Come on, Warner Brothers. Come on. See, bro, I can only play one album. I actually can't listen to anything else. Holy. Not like it's a World Cup song. I didn't even know he signed with Warner Records though. When did he sign? Oh, maybe he's been signed. I think he signed for 2022 maybe. Damn. He been signed with Warner. That's a lit song though. That's a good one. There's a beat switch and everything too in the World Cup song. All right, chat. Did we call it? Let's see. I think there's still potential here. Leg candle getting filled right now. Bearish leg candle filled. Let's see. 44.78. Could that be tapped? Sorry, down. No worries, man. I actually wanted to hear it too, but now we gotta listen to this music. You know what I mean? Thanks for 124 likes on the chat. A little sleeper session, but let's see. There's still a little hope left for some trades taken. But you need to pick up a lot more in this. So I'll give it another 5 minutes here until 11:20, and then we'll see how 11:20 looks, and then we'll call it a day from there, or we'll continue. Okay? But yeah, a little more here. Speed is called speed for a reason. Damn. It just dropped too. 7 minutes ago. Or 10 minutes ago. Let's go Asian sesh. You ready for Asian already, man? It's a couple more hours. $30 fill. Yep. It looks like you have a 30 body react. You got one earlier, I think, maybe. So this could be a continuation. Chat, I don't have a 78 zone, but I have a 9.3. So we need price to push like 270 here, basically. So can I do that? Maybe. That's a bit though. It is a bit. Maybe 44.91, a little less. 240. Five bullish leg. This one, yeah. Let's see. Might be GG's though. 11:20 approaching. I don't know when the volume will come. Weird day. One bay dropping none. Yeah, I think it should be a good week though. Like volume this early in the week, and you still don't have direction. This week could be pretty good. So yeah, we'll be here for the week. to see what's up. All right. 11:20. 13 seconds. Let's see. Let's see, man. All right, yo. Is that GG's? 11:20. And it might be GG's, guys. I don't know when this volume will come, but if I'm looking for more ideas now, I think I'll wait for this to kind of play out here, right? Like this range, that's like your new blue range basically. That's when you'll get volume once that actually breaks. I don't know about direction because you can break below and still pop back into the range, but a break outside of this will give you a different move, right? So if it breaks out, you can get continuation. If you start seeing it create more lower highs, if it breaks out, you can get a fake out, which is going to give you a move back into the range. And same goes with the way up. If it breaks above, holds, then you continue going up towards the next zones. If it breaks above, you can still fake out, right? But this is like that next blue zone now. So you want to wait for that volume. But between, 44.80 and like 44.48 might be a little difficult. But I think that's it for today, chat. Not much I could have done. We came close twice today. Like I don't think it was bad price action. It was just very short-lived. I thought we had more potential. But yeah, that's it, chat. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. So appreciate you guys for up today. I think we peaked at like pretty high today. For a Monday, it's pretty crazy. 485, 490. So this thing is growing. This thing is growing. So if you guys enjoyed the stream, hit the like. Sub to the channel. I'll be live tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. East. If you want my daily analysis, I don't know if it's going to be daily. It might be like a 3 times a week thing, but I'm sending out daily analysis before Asian in my emails. If you want to get that right into your email, we can watch before the session and the day. Feel free to subscribe. Other than that, that's it. And 8 a.m. East is the site. So if you want the analysis, here you go. Down here, insert your email, subscribe, and you get that daily analysis. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. All right, chat. Appreciate you guys. Peace. Later.